Greetings everybody, my name is Rockwell and welcome back to Mekanism 10. So, big things. So we finally have our whole ore processing system ready, which is very exciting. Oh, also I have a little bit of a thing to announce. I did my first stream and we worked on the back here. I've got some big plans for over here. So the plan is that every now and then I'm going to do a stream and I'm probably going to do sort of buildy, working on the base and stuff. But I want to keep the main series sort of focused on sort of technology and stuff. So, what are we going to be doing next? So in order to move on, we're going to need power and also a special little item called polonium pellets. We are going to need lots of that for all kinds of cool stuff. And we also need more power. So how about we make a reactor? Specifically a fission reactor, which is very cool. And we are also going to need some of that fission reactor stuff in order to make a sort of final endgame power source, which is the fusion reactor. And for my plans for this base, or rather outside of the base, we are going to need lots and lots of power, and we are also going to need one of these QIOs, which are quite expensive. I mean, come on, it takes antimatter. I don't even know how to. It's just polonium in a supercritical phase shifter. Not 100% sure what that means, but we will. I'm sure we will find out in the future. But in order to get started, we are going to need some stuff. Namely, we need to actually fuel the damn thing. So I am going to start off with this. The actual reactor casing is mostly just a whole bunch of steel and lead, which really isn't too hard to get a hold of. That is going to be a bit of grinding, and also I want to tinker around in a creative test world and see what a really good, sort of configuration is going to be. But for this episode, I really want to focus on seeing if we can get some fizzle fuel going, which actually isn't too terribly complicated. So first of all, we need an isotopic centrifuge, which we are going to put uranium hexafluoride into, which is uranium oxide and hydrofluoric acid. Both of which is made by chemical dissoluting fluoride, and actually when it comes to uranium oxide, we need yellow cake uranium. So the fluoride isn't hard, but I'm going to look at this uranium stuff here. Just a uranium ingot into a thing here. Actually, I think that we'll be able to run uranium through our system here. Okay, so I'll go grab some uranium. Thank goodness I've been grabbing uranium. Maybe not quite as much as we really need in the long run, but this is all working towards basically unlimited resources. So it's really not going to be too big of a deal. But yeah, let's sleep and let's get started. Cool. All right, so we have some of that going, but we are going to need some machines now. I don't really know exactly how much fuel we're going to need. I could probably take down this create thing. This is old. You know, actually, I should probably go into a creative test world and see exactly how much fuel we're going to be needing. Okay, one moment. All right, cool. So I have just gone through and built ourselves up a whole system. And I've discovered that the sort of amount of fizzle fuel that we need is pretty damn forgiving. So we can just make really as much as we want. Like with here, the main sort of backlog is with these isotopic centrifuges. Although it looks like I screwed up the configuration on this one. But, yeah, pretty cool. So, yeah, let's head back into the main world. So I've been messing around with this reactor and stuff, and I've sort of come up with a bit of an idea. I'm thinking that, so currently this is burning 5 millibuckets per tick of fizzle fuel, which is more than we are currently producing in this sort of mock setup, in this. Which, by the way, I mean, I don't know, by the way, I don't know what I was gonna say. This. So then, while this slowly builds up, if this ever like gets full, I could then quickly just like set it to like a burn rate of like 35 and just blast it into like a bunch of these turbines, and then just friggin' load up one of these batteries. Which, by the way, these induction matrices, they hold a silly quantity of power. So I think that that is what we are going to do. We are going to have, although I might, you know, I might set up a smaller reactor because this is a little big. And in the future, we are probably going to move on to a fusion reactor, something. Yeah. I don't know. I think that will be the plan. I'm just going to make this smaller. Whew. Okay, so it's by the way, this clip is filmed early in the morning, so I'm kind of groggy. So we have everything tallied up. We have everything we possibly need for our reactor thing, which is good. So the reason why this episode is taking so long to get out is because I have a whole lot of off-camera stuff to do. So I am going to go get crafting, and I will probably record me sort of building the area where we are going to actually house the reactor. So hold tight. I am going to do a ludicrous quantity of crafting, and I'll be right with you. Hi there. I just lost like the remaining 15 minutes of the episode that I was making. So this episode has been taking absolutely ages to actually get out, and the main reason for that is all of the crafting I had to do. All this took quite a lot of time, but honestly, also something else that happened was excuse me. I mostly just kept getting distracted and messing with building stuff. Like the base is coming along really well. Like the roofs are almost done. We've got some more stuff done. Things are going great, but I kept getting distracted. So I didn't finish all of this. I still have the induction matrix I have to make, which is going to be an absolute pain, but whatever. I'm in here for the long haul. And oh wait, you can't see that yet. Yeah, so I decided to start making the sort of area where this is gonna go. So I'm sure you recall I had that sort of like secret door thing. Well, I had a neat idea to keep all of our like nuclear stuff in a sort of like second hidden area. So that is what I have turned this into, and it's a totally different build style. So it's made mostly of this limestone. Oh, I had a creeper blow up here. But like this, oh, do I have any lamps? Yeah. And lanterns and stuff. And I might throw in some like mossy stuff too. But this is the sort of like gist of what all this down here is going to look like. I'm going to have some rooms down here. There's a skeleton, okay. There's a room over there. And then, where we are going to keep our reactor and stuff is over here. And this room is still a work in progress, but it's going. Oh my gosh. There are so many monsters. So, yeah. So, I have a lot more stuff to do. Next episode, we should be able to put all of this together, and then we'll have all the power we will need. And then after that, we have some more stuff we need to start working on, but we will work on that later. So yeah, that's it. Sorry for how long this episode is taking to get out. The series is not dead. It's just taken a lot of time. And is there anything else I did? Not really. So yeah, that is going to do it. Yeah. Here, let's head up here. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching this episode. Hopefully the next episode will take a little bit less time to actually get out. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you when I see you. Toodles.